The area of interest for this project is Wisconsin's Lake Wissota State Park in Chippewa Falls County. The objective of this project is to compare the Trimble Pro-XR and the Trimble Juno GPS units. The data collectors were Amy Bartel and Shandi Siegl. This project took place on the first week of October when about half the leaves had fallen from the trees, as can be seen in the background photo, which could make the satellite signals easier to be obtained in this heavily forested park. In portions of the trail, the Trimble Pro-XR struggled to hold on to 3 satellite signals, which resulted in the spiky appearance along some of the trails and other polygons. On the trail to the east, the units were directly behind each other, but recorded even more different lines than the trail to the west when the units were side by side. In the recording of most of the other areas, both devices were recording side by side with the exception of the campground polygons when the Trimble Pro-XR strayed farther to the inside in an attempt to have a smoother line. Even when taking points at the same position, the different units recorded slightly different GPS locations, as shown with the toilets and the overlook. Through the utilization of both the Trimble Pro-XR and the Trimble Juno, the impact of the number of satellites in PDOP on the device's sensitivity is clearly shown in the campsite polygons in the map to the right. The Trimble Pro-XR is much more sensitive to both and requires a minimum of 3 satellites in a lower PDOP for it to record the GPS point, while the Trimble Juno is less sensitive and therefore records smoother lines. The Juno is a newer model of GPS and has many more applications that can be utilized from making maps to taking photos such as the ones on this poster. The yellow dots represent the Trimble Pro-XR PDOP GPS points, while the green are the Trimble Juno PDOP GPS points. The differences in PDOP collection variance is most heavy near the campsites and southeast trails. The northwest trails were fairly similar in PDOP locations. The Trimble Pro-XR was not utilized in the southwest polygons and points. Through this project, it appears that the points collected by the Juno unit, although less sensitive to satellite signal, still made a fairly accurate map. If the data was collected in an area more densely covered or in the summer with more leaf cover, this may not have been the case.